My sister-in-law went behind my back and called my caterer to request a wedding menu revision because she thought she needed to fix my mistake. Now, my fiancé is seeing red. I am getting married in 3 months, and my fiancé and I have been planning the wedding for over a year. We've chosen a catered menu that we love, with a mix of options including steak, salmon, and a vegetarian dish. My future sister-in-law, let's call her Maggie, has recently decided to go vegan. While I respect her choice, she informed me last week that the vegetarian option wasn't good enough because it has cheese, and she can't eat anything on the menu. She demanded that I work with the caterer to add a fully vegan entree just for her. She has asked me to change the cake flavor to vegan so she can eat, too. But obviously, I shut her down before she could even explore this idea further. I told her I'd already finalized the menu and signed the contract, so it's too late to make major changes. However, I offered to ensure plenty of vegan appetizers and sides were available. She didn't take it well and accused me of being inconsiderate. Now, my future mother-in-law is involved, saying Maggie feels excluded and that I should add one vegan meal because it's not that hard to accommodate her. But here's the thing, adding a vegan entree requires renegotiating the contract and paying extra fees, which I'm not willing to do close to the wedding. My fiancé is on my side and thinks Maggie is being unreasonable, but his mom says I'm starting marriage on the wrong foot by not making the effort for family. I'm standing firm, but Maggie has been making passive-aggressive comments in the family group chat about how some people just can't make room for others. We live in a small town with a high population density, and we only have one caterer who does large-scale events. Spring weddings are quite popular in this area, so at least 4 weddings are lined up this coming season. The caterer's family has been in the business for decades, and 2 generations ago, we had this really big fiasco between our families, which I won't get into now. It was super hard trying to get her to even do the catering for our wedding in the first place because some people still have underlying resentment. When we eventually signed the contract, she and the team emphasized that no changes would be made after finalizing. Again, ours is not the only wedding they're catering for, they are also making the cakes for other weddings. Due to these reasons, I was hesitant to contact the caterers. The menu was finalized 5 months ago. She turned vegan around 2 weeks ago. We have a local vegan restaurant that I've seen her post about. I planned on asking her what she'd like from there so we could get it, especially for her, during the day. Still, immediately when I told her I couldn't contact the caterer, she got super mean. She started poop talking to my relatives in-law like some 7th grader update. Alright, buckle up because Maggie just turned this into a full-blown soap opera. After our initial fallout, I thought things would die down, but nope, she's doubling down on her antics. 2 hours ago, I got a call from the caterer. Apparently, Maggie had contacted them pretending to be calling on my behalf and asked for a menu revision. She had requested that they add 5 new fully vegan dishes. I had been prepared for this, but what I found most disgusting was her asking them to charge it to my fiancé's card when they told her that it would cost another $1.5K to make the dishes and ensure other non-vegan dishes did not contaminate them. Luckily, the caterer knew about the whole drama and immediately called me afterward, filling me in on what just happened. While replying to some of y'all's comments, I was on my way to Maggie's house. When I confronted her, she looked surprised I found out, but not a single ounce of guilt. Instead, she said, I was just trying to fix your mistake. If you won't take the initiative to provide for your guests, let me do it for you. I told her she crossed a line and that she didn't need to come to the wedding if she couldn't respect my choices. Cue the meltdown. Maggie went on a tirade about how I was alienating her and ruining the family dynamic by excluding her. It didn't help that my mother-in-law was there too, and completely on her side. She's now threatening to boycott the wedding entirely, which might be a blessing. But it doesn't end there. She posted her late New Year dump right after I left, and the caption has some obvious jab at me. Her friends, who have only heard her side of the story, are flooding the comments with support and taking jabs at me. I called my fiancé, who was at work, close to tears, and he was furious, wanting to cut ties with her altogether, but seeing his anger, my mother-in-law is intimidated and begging me to make amends. I'm standing my ground, but the family group chat is now a war zone. The whole extended family is just contributing with their useless opinions asking me to suck it up and just pay the extra $1.5K. This whole thing just adds to the list of Maggie's bull poop I've had to deal with throughout the years. I'm tired.